Hello Taurus, I hope I'm finding you in good spirits. This is going to be your reading for the first half of August. If you would please like, share, and subscribe, thank you so much. I read all of your comments even though you might not think so, even though I don't reply to all. That's what I'll say, yeah. So, if you need a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Links in the description box below, or you can go to the website listed at the top of this reading right here, right there, right there, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. Okay. So Taurus, let's jump into your the love story readings should be out already, but if you did not see yours, wait until the end of the video and there will be a link right here in this area and you can just click your timestamp. Okay, so Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, Universal Energy, what would you like for Taurus to know about anything in general, allowing truth, honesty, love, and acceptance for the first half of August? Okay, in August, it's going to be about your decision making, your thought process, your ideas fitting in with your actual life. Okay, so right now I feel like you're experiencing and entertaining your life in a way that fits you at the present moment, not thinking about the past or the future. Finding balance there for yourself. I do feel like in doing that you find happiness. It's like you find your meaning or your drive for the first half of this month in being by yourself, or having your own thought process, or doing what it is that you want to do personally. It's not about what you should do or what everybody else thinks you should do or what fits. You know what I mean? It's just about you and what it is that you want to do personally. It's interesting because I feel like because of that you have a renewed sense of life, of what it is that you're doing. And I feel like it brings about type of actions in you that you don't doubt. So you're very fulfilled in that way. And you're able to express what it is you want and what it is you want to do from here on out. So overall energy, look at that. You have renewing your life. Radiant vitality is filling your life. So like I said, this month is about giving you a renewal, about moving forward, about what it is you want to do in your life. So I honestly feel like it's about moving out of all the things you feel like you should do, or all the things that are demanding of you, and really doing what it is that you want to do, what fulfills you, what gives you a sense of moving forward. Yeah. So we have soul family. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Yeah, it's about you finding your soul tribe, finding those who need to be in your life, or who are supposed to be in your life, and not just about your drive of desire and want. That's what it is you're going to be finding out. It's kind of like letting spirit do what spirit does, and you doing what it is that you do, and then having those things mesh together, right? So it's about living with integrity and leaving your thought process open, but not wavering from your values, if that makes any sense. Your core values, not just the ones that you have produced or created for yourself, okay? Based on other people's influence, I guess you can say, okay? In love, you have the River Queen. Yeah, in love, I feel like you're not holding on, right? You're just letting things flow. You're taking risks. You're making sacrifices to see where your love life is supposed to go. It's like not trying to be too actively an active participant, but more of a natural part of what's happening, okay? Trying to see if someone fits where you think they fit. Not making it so that they fit there, you know? Moving forward, what's on your side? We have I speak positively to others. And I respect the property of others. That's so funny. So these are both my cards of everyone has their own path, right? But I feel like you're trying to see if that path is yours without influencing it, you know? Like, are these people supposed to be on my path? Are these things that I'm connecting with supposed to be on my path? Or am I making it a part of my path because this is what I want, this is what I desire, this is what I want to manifest? So this is the time to realize that your words and your actions play a big part on what happens or how a person reacts to you. And it's up to you to kind of neutralize that energy to see what is going to come into you that's genuine. That's how I want to say that. Okay, so we have the Eight of Cups, the Moon, the Four, the Emperor, the Emperor, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Sun, and Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star. I'm going to put you on hold really quick. I have to change my shirt because I'm on a long sleeve shirt. I'm burning up. Hold on one second. Sorry, Taurus. I had to. It was so hot. I was like, I can't do this. So on the bottom of the deck, you have the Star card. The Star card brings about a sense of hope. It's like, even though this situation that you're in may be hard or unideal for logically, I guess, how you feel like things should progress, it's something you need to do to learn a lesson about someone, about yourself, or for a person to learn about you. Yeah, it's something that just has to be done. It's a divinely guided plan. Okay? that needs to be taken care of. You know, it's like it needs to be executed. Whenever you choose to do it, the time is then, you know, which is now. So I feel like you were nurturing a situation, like trying to balance something out, okay, to keep your dream or to keep some sort of satisfaction in the situation, to keep things kind of happy, okay. But there was an aspect of it that needed to end. So there's an aspect of it that's not healthy. It wasn't leading you down a path, or you felt like some aspect of it wasn't happy or right. And it needed to change. So your way of doing that is changing the structure of what is happening and giving yourself that mindset that, well, if it's meant to be, then it'll all fall into place, and letting it go from there. Okay. So Taurus, yeah, you're moving away from how you used to do things, basically because you want to move towards a more happy existence, a more logical existence for you. Okay, a more beneficial existence for what it is that you want to accomplish or what you want in your life. Yeah, as far as moving forward, what seems to be the rational way turn of events for you, like the rational turn of events for yourself. I do feel that there's a little bit of confusion because it seems counterproductive to you, but at the same time, it's something that must be done. Like, well, I need to let go of the reins and not try to hold on or to walk away for a second to get a sense of balance here, to let me or the other person understand that their actions or the actions around me do not dictate my life and my choices. And it seems, I get the word counterproductive to you. So, but it's the way, I'm going to leave it there for now. Okay, so the secret is that you know that you're approaching a wall. And you know that there is more that you could have been doing to protect yourself. I kind of get this feeling of being vulnerable. Being vulnerable because you want to work on something, because of your dedication, and needing to put up a bit of a wall of protection for yourself. But the idea of doing this is to turn the tides a little bit in your favor. Okay? Yeah, I feel like you're doing this because someone in your life likes to play the authority figure or the person who gets their way. And that person who gets their way is very confused about the direction. So I feel like it's interesting because I feel like both of you, if this is two people, are trying to get your point across, but in different ways. And you are needing to realize that walking away or doing something different is what's needed to happen in order for you to expand or to have better for yourself. And this person is confused because they don't understand. And they don't know what direction to go. Like, to let you or to not let you. But I say the word defensive, even though this is the Nine of Wands. It's like, it's turning a little bit into like, please, Taurus, Stop doing this type of thing. But I feel like you want them to understand why you're doing it. And they're not fully grasping it. It's just that they don't know and they're scrambling to figure it out. And the easiest way to do that is to try to make things go back. Okay, so the important part of this message is how you all are feeling right now. That's what I need you to get out of this before we move forward. Okay? It's how both of you are feeling. Your partner's feeling like they need to take control, and you're feeling like you need to walk away, or you need something different. You need something to entice you to stay in this, if that makes any sense. And I feel like both of you really just don't know. Both of you are reflecting each other. Each other's need to make change. But also indicating that you still want what you want. You know, it's like you're still being selfish, but you want change. But you're only thinking about it in your perspective. Both of you. Okay. The only thing that's different, I feel like this is all about how you are reflecting each other. The only thing that's different is you want more stability, okay? And you're trying to do what you need to do to get that stability, to feel like your life is of great importance or wealth, or you know, it's in a really good spot. So you're kind of doing what you want to do in a way that supports you and your environment, how you would like your environment to look. I feel like you're walking away from a lot of things that don't make you happy in doing that. Things that don't make you emotionally happy, you're staying away from. But at the same time, leaving things make you feel left out. Because I feel like you're leaving out or walking away from too many things too fast. Or ignoring too many things too fast. It's like you get the concept, Taurus. But there's more to the process of what it is that you're doing. Than what you're initially seeing or acting on. So there's more to be done in this situation. I just feel like right now you're kind of blinded to whatever it is that only you can see at this moment. It's like you're trying to stand in your power and do what you need to do to feel powerful right now. But at the same time, you can do that and still be gracious for what is in your life and not be neglectful of it. Because I feel like a set direction right now is giving you too many questions, too many options, too many different directions to go into. It's like, yes, you need to pull back the reins, but instead of just pulling back the reins, you're like turning around and walking the other way. This is a time to assess in the first half of August if you feel fulfilled. Or are you telling yourself, I just need to keep pushing and doing what I'm doing, and I'll eventually get to where I want to get to? Or are you happy? You should be happy in this change of events. Or satisfied in some way. I feel like there's too much confusion in here, Taurus. Oh my God. I hope this is making sense to you, because I'm just saying the messages. I can't link this together. And it's because the thinking process or the thought process is off here. And I can't pinpoint what it is. It's like there's a really good concept you got going on, but the structure in acting out the concept is off. Okay. So you're feeling left out in the cold by your structure or your way of feeling satisfied. I feel like you're pushing some things away that you shouldn't be pushing away, or that actually should be a part of your life or in your life in some way. Yeah, be careful about what you're committing to versus what it is that you have in your life. So the key for you here, Taurus, is to make sure that you adjust your thinking process and make sure that you're happy. Or at least content with the direction that you're going in. Because I feel like you're going to just straightforward bullet through and be like, well, I'm going to get to my goal eventually, and not enjoy any of the process, but pushing a lot of things away during that time. Yeah. The whole point of this is, yes, you've been hurt. Yes, you've been in a weird situation, and you're trying to get things back on track, or a hurtful situation. But at the same time, you have to be smart on how you wield your sword and the things you cut off and the things you keep. Because eventually you're just going to cut out everything and be confused on how you got here. And then you're going to have to backtrack and kind of start over again. So it is important to go with the flow and let things that don't assist you or help you fall away. Yes. But like I said, it's something about the thought process that's off. And that's why the actions are off. Or it doesn't seem like it's coming to the conclusion that you want. So I feel like you're doing all this stuff for the really good reason, Taurus. But you have to learn how to go with the natural flow without cutting everything off. It's like understanding that everybody has their own direction, you know, just like you have your own direction too. But your choice in direction and your choice in what you choose should not be affected by somebody else's actions, if that makes any sense. I'm going to do some clarifying. There is an underlying feeling here of being hurt or not wanting to be hurt, not wanting to let go of control of your power, or feeling like someone else is in control and not liking that. It's hard for you to be vulnerable to the world. But I feel like the vulnerability in you plays a really big role here. So the keys here is for you to see, are for you to see past your confusion. It almost feels like each path that you can choose is hard, but you have to choose one. And you have to be happy with how you feel about what it is that you're doing. Like, you have to be fulfilled. You have to look in a mirror and be like, okay, this is the pace that I want to go in. This is where I find happiness and peace. But at the same time, let Spirit guide you how you need to go and learn healing along the way. Okay, let's start clarifying some things. Yeah, you're walking away because something doesn't feel right to you and you want to get your life back. Okay, it's kind of like I'm in a situation where I don't feel like I need to surrender. I don't feel like it's the smart thing to do for me to surrender, and I need to get my life back. I need to get my power back, and feeling like I must or have to work on this. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling of being controlled by an outcome, I guess. Yeah, you're really confused on what to do. You almost feel like I have all the tools that I need to know what I'm supposed to do, but for some reason, I don't have an educated guess on what I should do, so I'm going to just take a risk. I'm going to choose one, even though I should know. Be careful of manipulating yourself into thinking that the risk that you're taking, Taurus, is the smartest way, because I feel like you don't really know that. Okay, the key point to all these things that you're doing is to find balance, to find a happy relationship, one that you can be driven towards and feel powerful in, and it can be like pure honesty and just like the complete package for you. And you understand that to get to this new way of having this relationship or this new way of being with someone, that you have to try something different. And I feel like you're used to being very, very practical about how you handle things, and now you're trying more of a based on my drive or my passions kind of energy. It could be that you're trying to get your partner to be more practical as well about the choices they're choosing, and to think better, make better decisions regarding your relationship with them, okay? Yeah, right now you're finding your happiness and stability and being rational in the decisions that you're making. The thing is, you want this new beginning, Taurus, but I feel like you're still doing the old things just in a different way. So you're rephrasing it the process in a different way. Which means the outcome that you want, you're still holding on to it, or the way of doing things that hasn't changed. Yeah, it's like you need to listen more to your intuition about your path. It's like you need to take in what's around you. Like, I keep getting this. It's like you need to reevaluate every couple of days, probably. You know, like every week or so. On where you are now, what you're grateful for, how you want to move forward. The dangerous part of this for you is to choose one way of doing things and just doing that same way and not changing any aspect of it. Right now in your mind, you're like, I'm not going to give to someone that's not giving me 100%, because I don't know why I'm hearing 100%. Yeah, I'm not going to work on that. I'm not going to put in my hard work and time and effort for something that's not giving me 100%. I'm not going to be distracted by just getting a piece of this person or just the part that they want to give me. And I feel like you're not confused by this, but you're like, it's almost like you are embracing the fact that there are so many different options out there for you. The world has so much to offer. Bless me. Woo! Your life has so much to offer. Why would you settle on not getting everything that you could have? I don't know. It's almost like you want your partner or whoever you're dealing with to be more amicable towards you when they don't understand something. I don't know why that's an important message. Because what it is they're doing isn't working and they need to see it. This is your way of showing them that. There is a part of you, though, that doesn't like being left out in the cold or doesn't like being alone from this person. But at the same time, you know you need to move on with your life to make whatever you need happen. You're like, this is what I need to be the hero in your story, and this is what I'm going to do to invest in my future. But you don't like the part of leaving this person out in the cold or feeling left out in the cold. So right now you're being solely driven by your feelings. It's interesting because I hear you're being just as impulsive as they are. I feel like you just don't see it that way. But it's almost like you're doing it to create change. So you have a reason. But again, you have to evaluate. Because I feel like there comes a point where your impulsiveness makes you feel too in control. If that makes any sense. Too good about yourself. Too high and mighty. These are strong words, though. That you need to reevaluate the direction. So it's like you have a good process and then it like turns. Yeah, so think about what it is that you're doing, because you may be hurt trying to get your point across, but at the same time you want it to be effective. So don't cut out, well, I feel like you're going to either cut off communication altogether, or the person you're with is going to give you way too much and you're not answering. It's like you can't even make a decision what it is you want to do or what it is that you want to split away from. You know, because at this point, I feel like they're either trying to get your attention hardcore, okay? And you're trying to decide if you should answer or if you should break the fast, I guess, you know. Or they're not talking to you at all and you're trying to decide if you should stop this situation or not. The thing is, if you're on the path to wanting to break up with this person, you are. So keep that in mind. If that's your story. But I feel like there needs to be a change. Because right now, you're not really happy and they're not really happy. So somebody needs to break the monotony of the situation, whether it's you or them. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords in reverse. This is a wonderful card for you to end this with. Because they're telling me you've gotten a message. You've got an idea, okay? Seems great. But it's almost like you didn't let it play out in your mind long enough. You decided to act on it without having enough information. So what it is that you're acting upon, or what it is that you're telling yourself, is not the entire picture. It's kind of like explaining to someone what a book is about and you've only read 2 chapters. That's what it feels like to me, Taurus. Whew, why was this such a heavy reading for you? I feel like I was attacking you the whole time. I'm sorry. I love you. Okay, so these are your meditation cards or journaling cards. How do I define intentional living? You can choose all of these or one of these, whatever you want to do. What are my goals for each role in my life? How can I see things for what they are instead of what I want them to be? What are the primary components of a happy life? Oh, what is my true passion in life? So those are your cards. You can choose all of them, some of them, whatever cries out to you. So I'm also hearing if this has to do with career, it's the same thing. What am I using as my excuse to come out of alignment with my inner self? I'm going to end that. Thank you, Taurus. I will see you for the mid-months. That was just really heavy. It was a lot. Okay. See you later. Bye-bye.